Today we'll learn some geometric shapes and then practice them with the comparative. Repeat the following geometric shapes twice after me. Der Kreis, der Kreis, das Quadrat, das Quadrat. The QU in German is like us putting a K in front of a V. Kv, Quadrat. Say it one more time. Das Quadrat. Das Rechteck, das Rechteck. The word Eck, the last part of this word, means corner. It shows up a lot in many of these words. Repeat, das Dreieck, das Dreieck. The three-corner, the triangle. Continue, das Fünfeck, das Fünfeck. The five-corner, the pentagon. So you can see how you could add almost any number to the word Eck based on the number of corners that particular geometric shape has. Let's continue. Das Sechseck, das Sechseck, das Achteck, das Achteck, das Vieleck, das Vieleck. Viel means a lot, viele means many. Polygon, poly means many. So it makes sense, the many corner thing. Let's continue. Der Würfel, der Würfel. It doesn't only mean cube though. Repeat again, der Würfel. It's a word for a die, or in the plural, dice. The plural in German, die Würfel. Let's continue. Repeat, der Zuckerwürfel. Der Zuckerwürfel. Which makes sense, of course, as well as this one. Repeat, der Eiswürfel. Der Eiswürfel. Good, let's continue. Repeat, die Kugel. Die Kugel. The word Kugel could also mean billiard ball. Repeat it again. Die Kugel. The word ball in German you've already learned, as in football and basketball, is simply der Ball. But those are balls that are filled with air or are lighter in construction. Something that's hard, like a billiard ball, is a Kugel. So Kugel is also the word for a shot put. It's also the word for a bowling ball, even the word for a bullet. Let's continue. Die Linie. Die Linie. Good. Now, you've already learned that nouns in German are masculine, feminine, or neuter, and that the words for the reflect that. Der being masculine, die being feminine, das being neuter, and the one in the middle also being the plural word for the. And you learned that the word for this works the same way. Dieser is masculine, this, diese feminine, dieses is neuter, but the one in the middle, diese, can also mean these, the plural of this. And you've learned the word jeder before. Works the same way. There's a masculine, feminine, and neuter version. The word for each or every. Jeder, jede, and jedes. Well, here's another word that works the same way. The word for which, as in, which house is yours, or which car is that. The word is welche for masculine, welche for feminine, and welches for neuter. Of course, in the middle, welche for plural. I'll be using this word in questions coming up. I'm going to be asking you about our geometric shapes, and using comparative, I'm going to say, for example, in this case, welcher Kreis ist größer? Which circle is bigger? And I'll continue the question by saying, der gelbe Kreis or der blaue Kreis. So I'm asking which circle is bigger, the yellow or the blue circle. You would say, of course, by looking at this picture here, that the blue circle is bigger than the yellow circle by making one big full sentence. Der blaue Kreis ist größer als der gelbe Kreis. So we're practicing our comparative, we're practicing our geometric shapes, even our colors, and of course the word which in the question. So I'll be asking the question, and I'll pause for you to respond. You should be able to do this. Let's continue. Welches Quadrat ist kleiner? Das grüne Quadrat oder das rosa Quadrat? Hopefully you got it. It's das rote Quadrat ist kleiner als das grüne Quadrat. Welches Dreieck ist größer? Das rote Dreieck oder das lila Dreieck? Das rote Dreieck ist größer als das lila Dreieck. Welches Rechteck ist länger? Das braune Rechteck oder das graue Rechteck? Das graue Rechteck is länger als das braune Rechteck. Of course, in a regular answer, one could just simply say, das graue Rechteck is länger, period. But for your sake and for practice, I'd like you to make the longer sentence. Let's continue. Welches Fünfeck ist kleiner, das weiße Fünfeck oder das gelbe Fünfeck? Das weiße Fünfeck ist kleiner als das gelbe Fünfeck. Welches Achteck ist größer, das hellblaue Achteck oder das dunkelblaue Achteck? Das hellblaue Achteck ist größer als das dunkelblaue Achteck. Welcher Würfel ist kleiner, der Eiswürfel oder der Zuckerwürfel? Der Zuckerwürfel ist kleiner als der Eiswürfel. Welche Linie ist kürzer? Die hellgrüne Linie oder die dunkelgrüne Linie? Die dunkelgrüne Linie ist kürzer als die hellgrüne Linie. Welche Kugel ist größer? Die gelbe Kugel oder die orange Kugel? Die orange Kugel ist größer als die gelbe Kugel. Good. Repeat your geometric shapes, the new words that we learned today, after me. Der Kreis, das Quadrat, das Rechteck, das Dreieck, das Fünfeck, das Sechseck, das Achteck, das Vieleck, der Würfel, der Eiswürfel, der Zuckerwürfel, die Linie, die Kugel. Good job. Auf Wiedersehen.